everywhere he went, he just had a hum about himself. So if we could all just take a second and just hum.
Almost had Chewbacca there.
And welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, always joined by Mikey the Freak.
What's up?
And Steve.
What's going on?
Today
bang, bang! 2 words, guns up.
Sure. Today we're reviewing the movie A Mighty Wind, but before we get into it, let's check out that trailer.
Yes, let's.
Not that mighty wind.
A mighty, mighty wind is a blowing.
It's kicking up.
Finally, in the news tonight, the music world. Finally, in the news tonight, the music world mourns the death of folk music icon Irving Steinblum. Steinblum managed the careers of the Main Street Singers, the Folksmen, and Mitch and Mickey.
The only fitting tribute that we could come up with was a memorial concert.
I'd like to think that Mitch would agree to do this, because I already said yes.
Well, there's a puppy in the parlor.
Folktown was the label to be on.
But they had no hole in the center of the records, and
If you punched a hole in them, you'd have a good time.
It's just that time. You're saying it's bad, but you're laughing right now.
An original Main Street singer.
Oh, because
He's
it was
a dead
stupid.
person now, but when he was alive, he was so happy.
There had been abuse in my family, but it was mostly musical in nature.
There's a kiss.
I was sent to bed with those.
Mitch was mysterious and intense.
I don't remember much.
We are so excited to be part of this project.
Such a weird
It's
character.
something of a challenge for me because I don't like folk music.
It was.
Me too.
Oh,
Quick plug, I'm Mike LaFontaine,
Hey, what
owner and
happened?
founder of High Class Management.
happened?
Whoops.
I had a hit that you might have heard of, Hurleget Lille Gummen, which means how's it hanging,
How's it hanging,
Grandma?
Grandma?
Those are lights hanging up there? Yes, those are lights. Could they fall? And that's a ceiling above us.
Excuse me, I must be full.
Wire? I see a wire. I see a... Ow!
Mighty winds are blowing across the land and across the sea. It's blowing peace and freedom.
I feel ready for a voyage on this magnificent vessel.
I love Mitch,
What if we see sailfish?
but
It's blowing you and me.
And there you have A Mighty Wind. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit more?
What happened? What happened?
Oh my god. From 2003 with a running time of 1 hour and 31 minutes, written, directed, starring Christopher Guest, and the cast of characters that he has in all of his films, where it captures the reunion of a 1960s folk trio, the Folksmen, as they prepare for the show at the town hall to memorialize a recently deceased concert promoter. I mean, that's what IMDb says, but it's more than just the Folksmen. It's the Folksmen, it's Mitch and Mickey, it's the new Main Street Singers. I love this movie. I remember seeing this movie in the theater. It was a back-to-back. I was in Encinitas and I saw Bulletproof Monk, and then I went home and then I drove straight to San Marcos to see this. I love this movie.
All right. Mikey the Freak, what was your first impressions on rewatch then?
So this was the first time I've actually sat down and watched it all the way through. So I've seen bits and pieces, and it bored me then. So to be able to sit down and watch it 100%, it was really boring to me. And it really thinks, look, I just think it comes down to the fact that when they do the not narration, I guess you could say, but the
documentary style,
the mockumentary is what they really want to call it. But when they actually do the interviews with them, they have a point and they just go right off in the fucking left field. Like, and it's hard to follow what they're talking about, what the point is, and what the point's coming across. And so, but that is what makes it a little funny, because you're trying to to understand, and so you kind of get the closet humor on what they're doing, and I mean I get that, but yeah, it's not a every time it comes on watch for
It
me.
is. It
No,
100%
for
is.
me, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe it's a California thing, but I'm kidding. I don't think it's a movie you can watch once because it does have an amazing cast of comedic characters.
Oh yeah, the
An
cast is
awesome,
amazing.
yeah, the cast is A+ in the comedy field, with tons of people from SCTV, so Saturday Night Live, and just an amazing cast altogether. That's what makes you want to watch it. But if you really don't understand the mind of Christopher Guest, you're not going to get all of his movies because they're all very similar in likeness. But yeah, but it was tough. It was
Yeah.
tough.
All
I'm
right. So
sorry, Steve. I'm sorry. I gave it its positives. I gave it why I don't like it.
No, it's all right. Just wait till we get to Idiocracy.
yeah. So this was the
Let's
very
wait.
first time I've seen this movie, and I
And,
did watch it all
and
the
it'll
way
be the
through.
last time he
It
ever
is the
watched.
absolute last time I will watch this. Eugene Levy actually made this movie for me. If
What?
he was not in it acting the way he did, I did crack up at some of
He was a great
the
actor.
way he talked,
What if
and
you
I
see some sunfish on this
and
mighty vessel we are sailing?
and I'm not gonna lie. When he got about halfway through the movie, listening to Eugene Levy, I'm like, oh yeah, Steve's gonna talk like this throughout this whole episode. Yeah,
I
but
can see
yeah,
that. I can see that.
there it was pretty funny at some points, but man, it's not my style of movie. Let me put it that way. It's just not my style. I get where people can find this funny, find the humor in it, just not for me. So therefore, I can't recommend it. But it is what it is. Steve, what would you actually grade this movie?
Yeah, this movie's a 9. Solid. I love this movie. This is my favorite movie that Christopher Guest has done. I absolutely, it makes me laugh. I'm the kind of person that I will laugh. I know the punchline is coming. I know what the joke is, but it's just so funny. Like,
But Steve, is it in the fun facts the reasoning behind the
No.
movie? Like what we were talking about earlier, where everything is pretty much ad libbed.
yeah, the majority of the film, like 90% of the movie,
A
is
lot of people might not understand that. So
ad
explain
lib.
that. Explain that to them. Like
So,
how.
so when you're seeing a movie directed by Christopher Guest, you're gonna have Waiting for Guffman, you're gonna have A Mighty Wind, you're gonna have Best in Show, you're gonna have For Your Consideration. He did a show on I think Stars called Mascots, and it's with the exception of Mascots because I don't know if that was improvised, but they know the direction of where the scene is supposed to go. They know what they need to accomplish, and then it's improvised. The best story I have is actually from Best in Show, but I'll get into that one later. No,
Mhm.
I love that these people are talented enough and quick enough to do the scenes and come up with the jokes.
Very witty. Very witty.
Yeah.
Fred Willard in this. Fred Willard in Best in Show is just pure comedy.
Yeah.
Just and the women make the coffee. That's discrimination
Okay.
from the.
I did not like Fred Willard in this movie. I liked him in Best in Show. I didn't like him in this movie.
Hey, what happened?
What
Yeah, I'm like-
happened?
Ding dong, who's there? It's the Main Street Singers. No, I don't know, man. I love this movie. I
like it. That's fine. Mikey the
No,
Freak.
you don't like it. That's the problem.
Yes, I like it. That's fine.
Look, that's
No.
fine. No, I like his opinion. I like his opinion. I don't like this movie, but I like the opinion. Mikey the Freak, what would you actually rate this movie?
Oh, it's an upside down 9 the whole way. Solid.
So 6.
Six. There were, like I said, there were some funny points in this movie. I'm gonna give it a 6 as well. Like the line I popped for the most, I'm not even gonna lie, was from Jennifer Coolidge when they were talking about the model trains, and she said, to
Thank God for the
paraphrase,
model trains.
yeah, thank God for the model trains. If not for them, how would they come up with the idea for the big ones? To me, I
That's
popped
a
for that
classic
line.
Jennifer Coolidge line.
I did pop for that line. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, definitely a 6 for me. I'm going to go ahead and give some facts. You can, if they're fun to you, they're fun, but if not, they're just
And
facts.
they're interesting.
Yes, the moaning woman heard through Mitch's hotel room was
Oh,
voiced by Christopher
Christopher
Guest.
Guest. It was Christopher Guest. Yeah.
Yeah. Parker Posey actually learned to play the mandolin for her role as Sissy Knox. And I'm not going to lie, once I got to the fun facts, I just now realized that that was Parker Posey in the new, whatchamacallits. Um, Let's see. Another fun fact. All of the songs were written by Eugene Levy, Christopher Guest, and other actors in the cast who also played all their own instruments. So there you have it. Those are my facts for this movie.
That's pretty fun. I think that was
Yeah.
fun.
Steve, what do we have for soundtrack? And I know you have it.
What do we have at the
Show
soundtrack?
us, Steve. Show
I
us.
got it
There
live.
it is.
I own this on vinyl.
So proud of you.
Old Joe's Place by the Folksmen. Just That Kind of Day by the New Main Street Singers. When You're Next to Me by Mitch and Mickey. Never Did No Wanderin' by the Folksmen. Fair Away by the New Main Street Singers. One More Time by Mitch and Mickey. Loco Man by the Folksmen. The Good Book Song by the New Main Street Singers. Skeletons of Quinto by the Folksmen. Never Did No Wanderin'. That was side 1. Now side 2. Never Did No
Besides that
Wanderin'.
shit.
Never Did No Wanderin' by the Main Street Singers. The Ballad of Bobby and June by Mitch and Mickey. Blood on the Coal by the Folksmen. Main Street Rag by the New Main Street Singers. Start Me Up by the Folksmen. Potatoes in the Paddy Wagon by the New Main Street Singers. Kiss at the End of the Rainbow by Mitch and Mickey. And A Mighty Wind by the Folksmen, Mitch and Mickey, and the New Main Street Singers. Vinyl.
Nice. I heard that song, that kiss in that rainbow song, the kiss at the end of the rainbow was just mesmerizing.
It's one of the greatest
It
moments.
changed everything.
It's one of the greatest moments in music history,
Mike,
possibly even in human history. I like that you got right to the edge and Mikey was like, I'm going straight through, bitch.
Can't see. All right. Is that better?
More
I need a screen. I need a screen on this side. I need a screen on my right side so I can see what's going on.
Oh, Mikey the Freak, what do we have for related rules?
Holy shit, that was enough. All right, Mighty Wind. Eugene Levy in a comedy with John Candy, Armed and Dangerous.
I love Armed and Dangerous.
Schitt's Creek with Catherine O'Hara. And American Pie with Jennifer Coolidge. They were together. What? Catherine O'Hara, Beetlejuice. Also, Beetlejuice, which you'll see in...
Oh, you just said it 3 times!
In September. Oh, shit, here he comes. Oh, we're good. Okay. Waiting for Guffman. And The Mom and Home Alone. And then Rachel Harris.
Just said Home Alone.
If you did not realize, Rachel Harris was in this, the secretary. She's from Lucifer. She's from The Hangover, and she is in Suits.
Did you get it in writing?
No.
Well, he said it on the phone. Well, you should have gotten it in writing. Hey, I'm trying to have a win here.
Yeah. Oh, well,
that's it. That's all I've got.
All right. Well, that's all that we have for related reels. All right, guys. That does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. Make sure you check out the sister channel to the to the Back to the Retro Review, the Mod Squad Network, where we have a gamer show, a horror show, a movie show, a conversation show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. All right. That does it for this episode. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See ya.